Notification. Don't give us 2 ads. Do not give us any ads. Thank you. And now all I have to do is change hot coffees because Nixxo is not playing both sides.
That would be sick though. That would be sick though.
Okay, so you both are live, ready to go. I'll be listening for a countdown. Good luck, have fun, and use all whatever magic. I never watched Harry Potter.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good.
All right, yeah, this is Harry Potter 3, 100%. It's really fun. It's really underrated as well. So
yeah, for sure.
You should go learn it.
Yeah, I guess we can count us down, so we can, because there's a cutscene at the beginning, so we can explain more.
Yeah.
So,
would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Is my game capped? Is my game capped? I think it's not.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Do we need to stop?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, this is Harry Potter for PC, Harry Potter 3 and the Prison of Azkaban, and we're doing 100%, which means we have to collect a bunch of stuff. You will see over the course of the run, we have like 3 times of currency in this. We need pretty much all of them. And we also have to collect shields and do mini games, so we do everything this game has to offer.
Mm-hmm. And there's 80 collector cards that we need to get as well, which are scattered throughout the game, so that makes things a little bit more interesting too.
Yeah, and for a lot of those wizard cards, we actually just need it for wizard cards. Because you have to buy a bunch of them, which is like the most fun split of them all. Just buy cards. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the end game. So we have time before that happens. You see that we're watching a cutscene. That is because not all cutscenes are skippable in this game. Like most of them are when it comes to the end game, but we have to watch a bunch of them. Sadly. Yeah. Hopefully. It's not too bad if you don't get it. It's like 6 seconds. I got it. I got it really slow, but hey. But yeah, it skips a cutscene where like Scabbers runs off and stuff happens. And yeah, we think that the cutscenes are not skippable where they try to teach you something about the game, like how mechanics work and like story-wise. It's not really, we're not really certain. It's kind of random which ones you can skip and which ones you can't. And in Train, especially in the first level, there's like a lot of cutscenes. Yeah, and if you want to grind for a really good time, it's even more annoying. Because there's like a small RNG part at the end that can lose you like up to 12, 13 seconds. So if you want to go for a really good time, you have to replay Train over and over again. Also, what we just did was something we call a turncast. Basically, we were supposed to open the cabinet with a triple cast, but if you do it right, you can just cast through it if you turn the right way. That a few times over the run.
They said you can't upgrade a laptop, and they said you can't get enough power from a laptop. So we built a laptop that does all that and more. The new Alienware Area 51M is now the world's most powerful and upgradable gaming laptop, featuring an upgradable and overclockable desktop Intel Core processor and graphics by NVIDIA, with a revolutionary show-stopping design. Welcome to a new era.
That's what I was about to say. This is the RNG part here. So we want 7 pages. That's ideal. 6 pages is also good, but 5 and down is not too good.
Hey, I got 5.
I got 7.
Nice. So that's like I think 2 seconds per page that you lose, because if you kill a page, it deals damage to the book. And all the pages that don't spawn because of some reason, obviously can't deal damage to the book, and you have to wait until they get respawned. It's also important that you kill those pages yourself, because if Ron or Hermione snipe them, you also don't do that much damage to the book.
Mm-hmm. Ron sniped mine twice, so I lost a few seconds there.
Yeah, so it's for you. It's like you have 5 pages as well. Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I have sounds. Oh shit! I didn't disable my sub sounds. Give me a second. I'm sorry for that. There we go. Whoever that was, I hate you so much. It won't happen again. If we're even on my sounds, I'm not sure. We're pretty much done with Train at that part. It's just the last room, which is pretty much a long cutscene. And after that, we can actually skip the first cutscene, I think. Yeah, it should be the first time we can skip a cutscene. And skipping cutscenes in this game is like really special. I think it's one of the only games where you actually have to learn how to skip cutscenes, because you can't just press the skip button. Sometimes you have to spam into them, sometimes you have to spam the button for a certain amount of time, sometimes you have to press it once and then release and spam after some time. So it's kind of specific how to skip cutscenes.
You really have to listen to the music cues in this game too. So if you're wanting to play this game like without any audio, that's gonna hinder your cutscene skipping abilities a little bit.
My sound is bad. Oh, maybe it picks up my webcam thingy again. That would be bad. It shouldn't, but maybe it does. Maybe it's better now. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Now it should be better.
Harry's encounter with the Dementor had caused him no serious harm, other than a growing feeling.
Oh, the sound is fine on my stream. Wow.
3 friends hurried to their first class of the term.
Just the voice chat. Okay, I see. We should be good now.
I'm Professor Lupin, your new defense against the dark arts.
It's a cutscene anyways. We didn't really miss much.
First lesson
Mhm.
is the spell Carpe Retractum.
So coming up is Carpe,
Ron Weasley, would you please join
which
me?
is a very special level.
Yep. It's probably like the most interesting level to watch, but also like the worst level to play, because it's really hard.
It looks really impressive when you're able to do it flawlessly,
Yep.
and it's excruciating practicing it.
Yeah, we abused the mechanic of Carpe Retractum. It's just supposed to pull you towards the thing, the statue. But if you're in the air while you do it, you kind of get some nice swings off, and nice Tarzan swings, kind of.
Find all 10 shields to earn a
And like reach places you're not supposed to reach.
shields your first time through. You can always come back. Complete the challenge by collecting the final shield.
Sweet, I got the one in the first room.
Carpe Retractum has
Yeah, I'm not there yet because I had to pause my game for a bit, but hey.
to pull something towards you. See if you can find a statue to cast the spell at. Then watch what happens.
No, I missed the first one. Got pulled back at the last second.
Oh no.
That's fine. Didn't die. So, in theory, we are able to swing across that. And the first thing we actually have to collect are the shields in this level. We need 10. And it also enables us to go into the beam bonus room. And why is my sound gone? What the why?
And one thing that we also need to do in every single is hit all the secrets. I think there are these challenges respectively, but for some reason Hermione has 8. So
Yeah.
And the secrets aren't counted at the checklist at the end of the game, so we just have to keep that in mind when we're playing through each and every level.
I excuse for technical issues that I had. For some reason, my sound crashed, but we're back now. We're good. Now it should work. Also, the reason why we kept our game at 60 FPS is where I'm at right now, the first imp. Because if you don't cap your game for some reason, it just soft locks. The imp doesn't do anything, and you just can't beat it without picking up the cracker. And if it doesn't throw the cracker, you have no way of beating that room.
And I just picked up a cauldron cake. That's one of the 3 types of currency that we need in the end game. We need 120 of them before we visit Fred and George's shop for the first time, because that'll give us all of the necessary portrait passwords that we need for the rest of the cards in the end of the game.
I'm not sure if I did, Roman. If I did visit the secret, I think I did. I was busy with my crashing sound, but it should be fine. Also, that secret, you're not supposed to jump around here, but you can if you do it right. Like all those small, weird hidden places that you're supposed to achieve or to get to with Carpus wings. Oh shit, I can't do this wing.
This secret up here, if you hit all 4 knights, then you get up here.
Can't do that, what?
You get that last secret, and you get a card with some cauldron cakes as well. Cauldron cakes are far and few in between, so we need to collect them when they appear. I think we only have room to miss like 2 or 3.
Yeah, not much room for error. We also have RNG cauldron cakes later.
Yeah, it's the only instance of cauldron cake RNG for the entire game. It's in the first level. So.
Yeah. We have some more RNG in the later part though. Which is like when we go shopping, we have to buy a bunch of stuff, and like every line is pretty much RNG, but we will come to that. Right now we just have to collect a lot of currency.
Oh my goodness.
My carp is going terribly. But hey.
I'm using Zolly strats in this room.
Oh, that's not a good thing. But yeah, the carpet swings are like mostly really precise, and it's kind of hard to get them. If you jump in the right angle, you don't get it. If you jump too soon, you don't get it. If you cast too soon, you don't get it. So they might look kind of easy, but it's actually a lot of tech behind that. And carp is like the hardest level probably in the whole run. And I failed the swing as well. Okay, there we go.
Okay, and I'm coming up to the first cauldron cake RNG here. Just need to kill this turtle, and then gonna go down here. We need to cast on this banner, and it's gonna give us either 2 or 3. So I got unlucky RNG the first time around, and I got good RNG the second time. So we want 6, but I got 5. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Like depending on the RNG we get there, we kind of adapt our route later on, and we collect some cauldron cakes that we don't usually collect if we get good RNG. I got bad one and the worst one. Nice. So I have to collect like 1 cauldron cake more already, or 2 compared to ideal route. But it shouldn't be too bad. Like it's not a major time loss. You can also just buy those cakes at the end. It's like I think 5 seconds to buy 1, so it's not even that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It costs some beans, but you're never short on beans. Why can I not get this?
Yeah, in terms of beans, for the end of the game, we need around 2,000, I think.
Yeah.
And for
right.
cauldron cakes, we need exactly 410.
Yep.
Yep.
We know exactly how many like pumpkin pastries and cauldron cakes we need, but we have no clue about beans because you're like pretty much always good on beans. it should never. You should never be short on beans.
If you play 100%, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the correct number of beans, no matter what you do.
Yeah. Can't get the swings today. Also, the thing with the imps, you can kind of try to manipulate them. They move a bit random, but if you know what you're doing, you can step on in like precise positions, and they kind of follow your movement, and you try to group them up so you get like multi-kills. I'm a card short. Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I probably didn't visit the first secret because I was busy fixing my sound stuff. But hey, it's fine. Whoops. I get that in the end, it's okay.
So I'm coming up to the bean bonus room here, and
Yay.
we're gonna skip it by jumping right next to the door. I don't even know how that works, but we're able to skip the entire bean bonus room just by doing that.
Yeah, it's like, I think there's a trigger for something there, or for Ron leaving the bean bonus room. I think that's what the trigger is for, but they placed it that poorly, so you can just like jump into it and get out. You can only do that for Ron though, interestingly. If you do the same, we will probably show that off as well. If you do the same with Hermione or Harry, it only spawns in Ron for some reason. But yeah, we have no business in the first bean bonus room because there's nothing except beans, and we don't really need beans, or not that many at least. Later on we will have like cauldron cakes and pumpkin pastries in it. Have you done the Fred and George skip already?
Yep, I just did that. Fred and George skip means that we don't have to go all the way up to the 7th floor to Fred and George's shop. We can just go directly out into the courtyard where we're supposed to go to Buckbeak, but we're going to do a little bit of cleanup in the school grounds beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick that up.
That is like the biggest skip, I think, in this game, because it actually saves minutes. It's like 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how fast you are, obviously. But you're supposed to go up to Fred and George. You're supposed to fight Peeves, watch some cutscenes, and we can skip all of that by just jumping over or kind of clipping onto the statue and then jumping over the gate into the loading zone. And yeah, the puzzles outside are actually pretty awesome in my opinion. I like how they try to hide the secrets.
They try to. Keyboarders try.
Yeah, I actually struggled as a child to find all of that stuff. So they did well, I think. Also, that Lumos is really mean.
We have to cast Lumos on here, and there's not really a tight time frame, but it's tight enough that you do have to hurry. So we're going to go back here and get that card, and then we have to run over here before Lumos runs out, and we activate this secret on the wood bridge here.
Yep.
And there are 6 secrets in total that we need to hit. Here's the 5th one near Hagrid's hut, and the 10th card. And we're just going to get some cauldron cakes from the Scarecrow. And now off to Buckbeak.
The best part. Also, I think I don't have sound again for some reason, so if you haven't already, you should switch to coffee sound. I have no clue why, but technical issues are really nice on marathons.
And my stream's been doing pretty well so far, so if you need to switch over to mine, that's
so we should be good. Nice. Yeah, Hagrid is just telling us how to fly Buckbeak pretty much, and we have to fly through some kind of 3D Flappy Bird simulation. It's kind of annoying. It has weird hitboxes, and you have to learn routes on where to fly.
Mm-hmm.
The first stage is really easy.
Oh yeah, first stage is super easy. In any percent.
Justin.
Male giraffes.
Nothing. What you doing?
Hey. And the white rings are actually kind of a big meme in our community because every runner has failed them at least once, even though they're like totally easy. But sometimes you just zone out and don't think about it, and you just miss some. And yeah, every time that happens, it's like it's terrible. Yeah, true. That's unfortunate. So I should probably try to fix it, right? If I can.
And you can win a collector's card on each of them. I bet you're not dangerous at all, are you, you great ugly brute? I'm dying. Look at me. It's killed me. You're not dying. Do you think you'll be all right? Of course. Madam Pomfrey can make cuts in about a second.
You can bet Malfoy will make something out of this.
Yeah. And that checklist is basically what defines Hundo as well.
I heard there's some excellent
You could kind of say it. So it 100% is that checklist plus all secrets. And yeah, the checklist has some weird stuff on it that the devs just put in to stretch the playtime, I think.
He's locked us in.
I bet we can beat him if we all cast at
Yeah.
once.
Ron, get ready to use your
The game kind of starts off really like slow, and then at some point they rush the story all of a sudden. Like we start off learning spells, and then all of a sudden story gets rushed.
You've almost got him, Ron. Better than that, can't you? Sneezily, cheesily, weaselly.
Yep. We can't skip him yet.
Brilliant, Ron.
You never know.
Be brilliant when you're scared half to death.
It has like some kind of trick to it. You try to position Harry as close to him as possible because if his spell hits, he's stunned. So Harry's spell is kind of the only one that matters. So you try to push him next to Peeves. And yeah, it's a pretty easy fight. You can't even call it a boss fight.
Animagi can transform themselves into animals and then back into people. For example,
Yep. Then the next great meme. Like for some reason this game has interesting cutscenes and the characters have weird facial expressions sometimes.
they're not. Animagi
And Herm face is just Hermione's reaction to what McGonagall does.
control its transformation. Now for today's lesson, the Draconifers and Lepifors spells.
Yeah, I think Emma did. Thanks for that.
Perhaps you'd grace the class by having a go at the exercise I've prepared.
Me?
Oh my god, why do we have so many problems? Marathon luck. Let's hope so.
Oh, yes.
If you'll just step through this door, then... Let's begin with the Lapifol spell, Miss.
Is it working, chat? Can you hear Coffee? I hope you can. Anyways, we're off to Transfig, which kind of comes off as a really chill level, but it's not really. It has a lot of jumps in it that are hard to do.
The transfigured rabbit.
Cannot hear Coffee yet. Damn.
Arrow keys to move the rabbit in the desired direction.
So yeah, I'll do the explanation for Transfig until we get that fixed, I guess.
Forward arrow key. Well done.
If you can fix it somehow.
Take note of
So,
the verse. Position the rabbit on top of the dirt and press the left mouse button.
It's
to
weird.
keep
It should be there. I don't know.
the
Use
task
the
in
left
hand
mouse
with the
button
rabbit.
The part I just did is like the only one where you can skip dialogue for some reason. Nobody really knows why, but you can just skip McGonagall's dialogue. We do another turn cast here. It's one of the easier ones. It doesn't save that much. I should collect that cotton cake. We need it. And Bunny actually has like not really tech to it, but a bit, because jumping with it is faster than just walking. Because if you just walk, he kind of like has a weird animation where he bounces back. So you should jump as much as possible. And this is well skip. It's a pretty big room, and we just slide up the hatch and get it pretty much. Skip the whole room. And yeah, it's also not terribly hard, but a trick when you runners. Yeah, I didn't didn't forget the corner kicks. It's a trick when new runners can have problems sometimes. This room is probably the nightmare room for new runners as well, because we have an interesting strat here, which is called leg jumping. After we got this secret that's guarded by imps, it has like 2 cauldron cakes in it, but hey, we need them. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to make that jump, and we're supposed to trigger a cutscene. But if we go into the menu and press print screen, which is causing like a bunch of lag on your PC, no matter how good your PC is, it should work. Like it's usually easier for bad PCs, but it should work on all PCs. And yeah, it causes a bunch of lag, and your jump gets further with that. We used to do it differently. The leg jumping thing was just recently allowed. I think that is a coffee sound. Oh, that's promising.
Yeah, I did it the old way there, where you change the world details from high to low or low to high. It gives you just a little bit of lag in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hope you're able to hear me, because I honestly have no idea what's wrong.
Okay, yeah, they can hear you. Good.
Okay, good.
Yay, technical problems fixed. Hopefully, for now.
It's not a real marathon without some hiccups in the way.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's the first time flying that dragon, actually. I triggered the imp secret, Ramon, didn't I? Maybe I didn't.
Oh god.
I'm not sure. I thought I triggered it. But yeah, that secret is guarded by imps, and it's sometimes really finicky to get past and trigger the actual secret. The dragon is kind of annoying. It has, like, interesting hitboxes. The wings are just way too big for... or the hitbox for the wings is way too big for what they appear to be. So it's quite annoying to fly with it. And we have a timed level later on where we have to complete tasks in. Oh yeah, and we can do moving platform boost. I don't think we touched on that yet. We did it in Carp already. So basically, if a platform is moving and you jump off it, you get a lot of momentum. Oh, can't cast at what I want. But But yet, those little puzzles are not really hard. It's just annoying to do them consistent and fast.
Yeah, there's not really much skill involved with the puzzles in HP3. It's just...
So most of the time it's just you cast at everything you can and you get it eventually and you solve it.
On to the bunny bins. At least for me.
Yeah, I just killed the first one. I just didn't even comment on it because that enemy is just one of the weirdest ever created for a video game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really fit into Harry Potter, to be honest.
We don't really do anything with them. They're just there.
I mean, they drop some pumpkin pastry, so they're not totally useless, but they kind of are.
Not totally useless. They're just 95% useless.
Yeah, pretty much. And the next puzzle, it's also like pretty easy to solve. You see what you are supposed to do really quickly, and yeah, you just cast a few spells and get it with a good route relatively fast, ideally. Next room is interesting again, though, because it's a big maze, as you can maybe see in the background, and we don't like big mazes. They cost time, and in speedruns we just jump over them. You're not supposed to do that, but they just kind of misplaced the wall and the door stuff. There's also a secret in that maze that we're supposed to get with a bunny, but the trigger's also accessible with a dragon, so we just fly in. It's way faster. And yeah, there's also another secret with the bunny. And we used to get the one secret I just opened and the one I flew in with a dragon. We used to get both of them with a bunny, and sometimes you can get the glitch that lets you keep control of the bunny, and it was like a random 20-ish seconds time save if you got it, and it was pure luck. So those times were fun.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully we have like a better route now, which actually doesn't involve RNG anymore. And on to the next bean bonus room, which at least means I have all shields. So I didn't miss up. And we just used the opportunity to collect golden cakes.
Oh no, I forgot the secret. Oh no.
Did you finish the level?
No, I didn't finish the level.
Okay.
I was close to.
Yeah,
But
would have been bad.
oh my god, get in the hole, bunny.
So yeah, in Bean Bonus Room there's not really much to talk about. We collect the important currencies. We don't really care about beans, but we take them.
The precious currencies.
Yeah, the good ones. Oh, and it's also important to like visit every place in the Bean Bonus Room because there's candy dropping from the ceiling, because why not? And we have to trigger that by going around the whole room. But they're pretty much like 2 minutes of chill and do nothing.
Yeah, the beam bonus rooms are honestly the funnest levels in Harry Potter 3.
Yeah, kinda. It's a shame that it's always like the same. You don't really get much variation. Except a few more or less golden cakes. But yeah. And as we mentioned earlier, the trigger which we like got out with Ron is now still there, but does something completely different and spawns in Ron again and Hermione again, and I don't know. The triggers are there, they are not really useful, but it's fun to do it. It doesn't save time or lose time. After we got all the golden cakes, it's pretty much irrelevant what we do in here.
Totally agreed, Zolly. 100% agreed.
We actually have the opportunity to get everything in the bean bonus room later. At least if we would play casually. In the speedrun we obviously don't. But once you cleared the game 100% and got all the cards and everything, you visit the bean bonus room one last time, and you have like no time limit. I enjoyed that as a child. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Quidditch is great in this game. Maybe you know the other PC games. You can actually play Quidditch in them. You can't in HP3, it's just a cutscene. And it's not even a good cutscene.
What are you talking about? Quidditch is the best level.
Yeah, I always save time on Quidditch.
Mm-hmm.
We think they did it like that because Quidditch World Cup was released, which is a separate game, a separate HP game where it's just about Quidditch, and it was released at the same, or in the same year this game came out. So they probably wanted you to buy Quidditch World Cup because you don't have Quidditch in here. Also not sure if I'm good on cauldron cakes, but we will see at the end. It's kind of the thing about this category. In case, like, if you're not really good with knowing how much stuff you should have at some point, sometimes you're surprised that you're short in the end. But I should be good.
And then other times you think you're so comfortable, you just breeze through the run. Then at the end you're like one cauldron cake short.
Yeah.
Or 50 beans short in one of my cases.
Oh, beans are the worst, though.
Yeah.
Because cauldron cakes you can buy, but beans are just, like, not obtainable easily.
You have to go scrounging for beans.
Also, this is Expecto Patronum, which is a short, like, a really, really short level about how to defeat Dementors that are probably the easiest enemies ever in video games. I've never seen somebody die here, like, ever. I don't even know if it's possible, but yeah. And it's quite a weird mechanic, because you have to charge the spell until it's like half up you want, or up half you want, and then you can release. And like, this level is really the easiest ever. You just casted a few Dementors. It's not really much to it.
It's the easiest and both the loudest level.
Oh yeah, true. You can hear it in the sound, probably. Dementors are weird because they're not working with the normal sound sliders in that game. They kind of have a different one that you can't turn down, so they're always loud. I'm glad we're playing 100% because library is kind of known as the softlock hell. In the normal better 80% or 80% categories, we kind of do swing here into a trigger. And it's like, it feels like a 50% chance of a softlock that kills your run pretty much. And it only saves 2 or 3 seconds, so it's not even that worth. But since we need the chest that's also up here, and that has a card in it, we can't do it. I mean, we kind of still do it, but not that fast, so the chance of a softlock is not that big. We swing up into a trigger that's just there, and Hermione ports or teleports behind the door. We can take control of her. Nobody really knows why that works, but it just works. There's a trigger there for some reason.
I think that's the thing that could be said for pretty much all of HP3. I don't know how it works, but it just does.
Yeah. Oh wow, I go to the library. Nice.
Oh, nice.
We talked about the mini games a bit that you have to do to complete the game 100%. One of those is coming up now, and it's called like Monster Book of Monsters or something. And it's pretty much just grinding. You just have to defeat wave after wave of pages. And yeah, they only put it in because otherwise the game would be probably too short.
Lazy, lazy, lazy developers.
Yep.
This game could have been so much more, but sadly...
It's still good. It's still pretty good. It's just kind of short.
Nixo has a more positive outlook on this game than I do.
Yeah. Like, for me, the most annoying thing is that you can't skip all the cutscenes if you don't mod the game, which people did to skip all the cutscenes, but it's obviously not allowed in the feature, on a valid feature. So it's kind of dumb to watch the same cutscene like 70 times or something. But hey, that's how it is. So I think that should be the last wave for me. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, as we said, that's just grinding. Oh no, it's not even the last wave. It's not really, like, not even strats to it, kinda. You just try to get last hits on the pages.
Yeah, not try to have Ron and Hermione cast on the pages that you've already did.
For some reason, they just don't do that much damage. Oh, getting hit is also not great. And the game auto-saves after each wave because they're so hard to deal with. You need a save. I don't know why, but yeah. Which is kind of annoying because every time the game saves, everything freezes. You can still walk, but you just don't know where you're walking. So you can move while the game saves, but it's like really inconvenient. Also Glaciers, which is a terrible level and 100% because it has a shield in it. And if you miss it, you lose like 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. It's really inconvenient to miss it, so let's hope it doesn't happen. And it's right at the end, so.
Yeah, the ninth shield has sort of become an infamous meme in and of itself. Just like missing the white rings.
Yeah, it's stuff that shouldn't happen, but if it happens, it's really bad.
Welcome to Left Click, the game.
Accurate. At least for the mini games. We have the same later on, just with pixies.
Oh, it's gonna be hell later on.
Yeah. It's even worse than the Monster Book because it has a soft lock in it. It can happen.
Ideally, we should do pixies at like the start of the game, and I don't know why we don't. But this is just like a traditional route. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like 2 seconds faster to do them at the end, so that's why most people do it their route. But for a marathon, it probably would have been smarter to do them at the beginning, in case you soft lock. Also on those slides, we try to collect as much stuff as we can. Primarily cauldron cakes, but also pumpkin pastries.
Mm-hmm. Why is the ice slide from Super Mario 64 in this game?
It's solid ice.
How many beats right now?
800.
800? Okay.
Yep. How many did you have?
780.
Okay, yeah. You're a bit like early on the level though.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be too worried about beans though. It should be fine.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to see, like, yeah.
If you're short on something, it's probably fortune cakes.
Yeah. I missed a cotton cake.
Yeah, same. I missed one on the slide as well, so I definitely have to buy at least one. Also, this room is quite interesting because the bridge just comes up. And you can potentially do a moving platform boost, which we do in any percent because we just want to get across. But in Hando, we actually need to go into those secrets, so we can't just boost across. What the fuck? I was stuck in a weird place. So yeah, you can boost off that bridge and get all the way across in any percent. There's some interesting secrets though in those two rooms. Oh, and I died.
Uh-oh.
It's not a good jump, but it's fine.
Alright, I'm just getting up to where bridge skip is right now.
So we're pretty head to head, which is probably good. Like the imps I am at right now are probably the hardest imps to manipulate in the whole game. So you're trying to get 4 doubles, which I actually got, pretty nice. But they kind of move really random, so it's hard to know to kind of manipulate them.
They're also just probably the most annoying imps in the entire game because they're the most unpredictable.
Yeah. What's also maybe worth noticing is that we always have to go the right way on the slides, which is like the opposite of what we do in Better Any Percent. Because the left side is faster by a lot, or not by a lot, but by a bit. But the right side has like shields and cauldron cakes and everything we need. And I'm on last shield. I hope I get it.
Oh, come on, move together.
Okay.
Thank
Got
you.
the last shield.
Nice.
Something on that way. It's like on a weird cycle that moves. It flies from left to right. And if you do this level casually, it's actually in the exact right position that you just have to fly straight and you get it. But since we're not doing it casual, we're like way too fast for the slide, and it's in a really weird position, and we have to do some setups to get it.
It's pretty consistent once you get the hang of it, but it's still, a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, because it's like a huge timer. And it's the bean bonus room again, which is not that spectacular after you've been in here twice, but yeah.
Wow, it's the bean bonus room.
Also make sure to collect all the pumpkin pastries.
Nice, got the ninth shield.
at least didn't choke on like probably the worst point in the game.
Yeah.
Run. That's something. After this speed bonus room, we actually already have like the end game, kinda. That's what I meant when I said they rush the story a lot. Because right now we're just learning spells, just being in school and everything. And after the beam bonus room, like the main part of the story begins. The whole plot, kinda.
Yeah, after this is pretty much like the last 30 minutes of the movie. No, 45 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, seems about right.
And the movie is over 2 hours long, and we're just 48 minutes in.
Yeah. They have essentially like one cutscene at the end that has the whole plot in it. It explains everything, and the rest of the game is just doing weird spell challenges.
Not rushed at all, guys. Oh, we won't, Solly. Don't worry.
The best cutscene, yeah, because nobody knows the character. To be honest, HP3 plot is kinda confusing. It's not really easy to understand. So yeah, we just have cutscenes right now, and after that, probably the most annoying level to play or to run. Not the hardest, but the most annoying one, because it's kind of a level where you can't save time, but you can lose a lot of time.
You're talking about Back in Time, right?
Willow first.
Oh, Willow, yeah. Yeah, Willow is annoying because Hermione is needed to do double casts on skeletons, and she's very off and on about latching on with those spells.
I hope you all remember the skeletons from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you cast like 2 single spells at them, they die for a bit, but then they get revived. So you don't want to do that because it loses like 20 seconds. Oh, and ideally you obviously cast as soon as Hermione's spell is on there, but it's hard to time, and if you do it too soon, then you lose time as well. So it's a really annoying level.
I really, really, really wish that there was like a level in this game where you had to fight the Whomping Willow.
Yeah, that would have been pretty awesome, probably. You kind of do that in HP2, but yeah, I know what you mean. Willow's kind of an auto-scroller without like a lot of tech. You just run through here, kill skeletons, and get some secrets.
Basically, yeah, you're just bum rushing through it on your way to save Ron.
Yep. also really convenient that Harry and Hermione just get split up, and they encounter exactly the spells they learned before. Almost forgot pumpkin pastries. Because in this game, Harry is actually the only one that can cast Glacius, and Hermione the only one that can cast Lapiforce and Draconiforce. And we don't switch between them. Like, it's not our decision if we switch. In case people don't know that, it's the game that auto switches for you.
Mm-hmm. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the console version you can switch between characters.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Wait, what am I doing? I need to go over here. Not do the percent. We have to come over here because we need a secret with the dragon, and we just get it and then we exit out. And then we cast back because it's just faster to do that than to come all the way back with the dragon.
Yep. I actually kind of messed up the route. I did the 2 torches first and then got the secret. But I guess it shouldn't really matter. The chest I just opened, we usually don't open, but I think I'm kind of short on everything, so I need the pumpkin pastries that are in there. But it resurrects like 2 skeletons that we just have to dodge from now on.
How many pumpkin pastries do you have?
186.
Yeah, I think you're okay for where you are.
Okay. Good. That's good to hear. I'm definitely 1 cauldron cake short.
Uh-oh, I missed those down there. Thank you.
If you time the skeletons like really well, like I actually just did, you can kill them before Hermione's spell even comes up. It's just like timing based. You kind of have to know when she's about to cast.
Yeah, if you notice her moving her arm very slightly, then you can usually let your spell go then.
Yeah.
Not her casting arm, but her other arm.
The left one.
Yeah, the left one.
Also, I'm at the plot cutscene right now, so big spoilers for all the people that haven't watched the movies or read the books. And I think that's actually one of the last unskippable cutscenes in the whole game. So after that we can complete everything way quicker, because we can skip stuff.
Peter Pettigrew's an animagus. He killed your parents, Harry.
10 out of 10 voice acting. I also just got a snipe on a Dementor. I didn't even notice that, but you can kind of charge your spell on the one that's just dying, and before the next wave spawns, you release your spell. And if you do it right, you hit one of the Dementors as it spawns. So it's clever spawn camping in a way. Oh yeah, there are a few unskippable cutscenes in Back in Time, but not like long ones.
There's one right before Pixies.
Oh yeah, true. Hey, you got teleporting Hermione. She's supposed to be like on that platform that moves up in that cutscene, but sometimes she just teleports and is invisible for the first seconds. And this level later on has the probably biggest turn where we kind of use the coding a bit. Because we casted a disposal tile where we are supposed to double cast with a mine. But if we just single cast with a mine before we switch to Harry, the game actually registers it and it counts, and we open the thing. Pretty okay for me actually. That's like the biggest amount of imps we have to kill. Is it 8 or 10? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, those imps are probably tied or maybe more annoying than tied with or more annoying than the imps in Glacius.
Yeah. It's usually easier to kill like a bunch of them because they're grouped. But they're really annoying. So that's actually where the turn cast comes up. If I get it, there we go, second try, pretty okay. Yeah, we hit the disposal switch. That's behind the wall, and that opens the Spongify tile, and that actually saves a lot of time because you're supposed to double cast, and it like takes the Spongify tile so long to open. And there we go. We freed Buckbeak. So we have the last Dementor fight, and that's where the game theoretically should be over. But the devs said, nope, game is too short, and they coded finals into the game.
Finals. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Carpal Retractum Final is commonly known as like, the hardest level of the entire run, so that will be fun. Because it has like in any percent or better any percent, it has 3 precise swings that you have to get after each other, and you can't fail one or you miss a cycle that costs you 25 seconds. So it's quite a scary level if you do better any percent. It's not that bad in 100%, but it still has like a bunch of really annoying swings. So I'm on my way, entering it soon.
I just finished back in time, so I'm on my way to the Dementors right now.
We're still really close.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. It's actually important to spam into Carpal Final because you want to insta-skip a cutscene. And if you don't skip that cutscene, you can't get the first one because the platform is not in the right position. And we die here on purpose to get up there on the cycle. This whole final is cycle based. You can see that down here.
I can't hear a word you're saying because of the Dementors right now.
Dementors are great in this game.
Okay, there we go. Off to finals.
Yep. So I'm in the area right now that you probably don't see most of the time because not really a lot of people run Hundo in this game. And we can kind of skip it. In better any percent completely. But we need the shields actually. That's why we are here in the first place. And death zones are weird in this level, so we can abuse that quite a lot by dying in the right places. We did it once on the first tower, and it did it again on the second one, so we spawn back here and can swing up. And that skips like a big part of the level as well. I apparently missed the cycle. That's kind of unfortunate. How's your Kappa final going?
I'm just about to do the shields.
Oh no.
Yeah. Got the second shield. I wasn't able to get the window skip though.
Yeah, me neither. I just finished Carper. I was really like confused and hovering over replay final for some reason. Because for some reason you have that option. You can just replay the final, and it has happened before in speedruns that people were like wanted to go too fast and they actually clicked replay final, which is obviously kills your run. Also, this is window skip, if I get it. We are supposed to go all the way around with a bunny, but if we are smart enough, we can kind of trick the system and jump onto the window. And that jump is like really not hard, but it's scary. I did the knights wrong.
Oh no, I missed. Oh well.
And I'm at the time part right now, the time dragon flying part. The dragon handling is really not good. It is really annoying. And the hitbox as well. As a child, I struggled a lot with this curse. I don't think I collected the fireball actually.
Yeah, that part of the game is actually where I rage quit as a kid.
Yeah, understandable. If you try to get everything here, like every bean, you will need multiple attempts.
Alright, I hope we get window skip here.
Oh yeah, I hope you get it.
You got it, eh?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, thanks for the host.
Benedictator.
We'll obviously still try to get as many pumpkin pastries as we can. And they are kinda on our route here. That's a secret cauldron cake here that I get because I think I'm short. We don't usually get it in the route, but it exists, so why not get it? Not a big time us to do so.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, honestly.
Yeah. It's not like we had enough problems already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timer refreshes every room, by the way. Otherwise, it would be pretty impossible to do everything in one run. And there's like a trigger that lets you lose control of the dragon earlier, and it's a small time save, but it exists. That you can fly into after igniting the last torch. Okay, on to the last final.
Wait, where is that trigger?
It's just up there. It's the thing Teta found.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
After you ignite the final torch, you can just fly up. And that's the trigger.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not a major time save. It's not even a second, I think. And last final is probably the worst of them all. Because you just defeat waves of enemies and it's not really fun, to be honest.
Yeah, the last level is just basically an auto-scroller, and auto-scrollers are inherently boring in and of themselves, so...
And it's kind of RNG what the crabs do, so it's not even that you can influence much in the... But it depends on where they walk from their spawning point. If you can like one-shot them, two-shot them, or if it's even worse. Oh yeah, and also because it's 100%, if you don't get the shields, which can happen, you are pretty much screwed. Because you can just jump through them, because coding is great, and you don't get the shields. And that kills your run, because you would have to reload the level. Oh yeah, and those crabs can also soft block, so this is a fun level. Thankfully, nothing happened to me at least. Let's hope it goes well for Coffee as well.
Yeah, let's hope that it doesn't happen to me. I'm just getting to the imps right now. Throw something.
We could do some turn casts here again to kill the salamanders fast. Just a small optimization. Saves a bit.
If you're able to get it consistently, it's like it's a really big time save. But it's almost impossible to get it consistently because
I actually got 3 salamanders. Pretty
oh
good.
yeah, nice.
I don't even know how. Oh, and there's modified tile spawns between the 2 chocolate frogs. So you could just camp there. It's always the same position, and it's easy to identify.
Oh wow, I got really good crabs there. And no soft lock. Okay, we're good.
Hey, nice. And I hope you got all the shields as well.
I hope so.
This is, by the way, where better any percent would end, because the story is pretty much completed. It's just doing the cleanup stuff that we need to do for 100%, of course. And also for any percent, because that's why we created better any percent. The definition for any percent is that you have to the credits in that game, which actually involves a bunch of collecting stuff and grinding and everything. And better any percent doesn't. So that's why it's the most popular category in this game.
Alright, I'm just gonna forget turn casting because it's not working.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird. We're literally like gonna clean up now. Finish the last 2 mini games, which are Pixies and Duck Peak, and then buy the last cards and everything.
Yeah, the mini games aren't particularly interesting, but the cleanup is probably one of the best parts of this this category.
Flying isn't too bad. Like the Duck Peak flying isn't like totally boring, but Pixies are, because Pixies are like really just spamming left click and hope you get them. And I think we will actually be at Pixies at the same time, so yeah, that's great.
Oh god. Well, at least it's not one after another.
Oh yeah, true. But I remember after, like, once I did a few runs and one day, and my finger actually started hurting. Because you just spam left click for the next 4 minutes. Yeah, what can happen here is that a pixie despawns for some reason or spawns inside the well, and it's a soft block that you just can't get out of, and it happens randomly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just imagine you're on a good run, like 1 hour, 10 minutes in the run, then that soft block happens. It's one of the worst feelings this game has to offer.
Get away from me! We've got a pixie infestation on our hands. What can we do to help? He's casted the well to stir up the swarm. We have to work together to get rid of them. If you don't get
Oh boy.
you can try again as often as
Yep,
you want.
and
Yep.
endless grinding.
Each time you can beat the swarm.
I mean, I'm almost finished actually. I'm on wave 4 now.
Okay, I'm just starting.
Yeah, that's like the really annoying part about Hundo, but hey, you gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
You actually want Ron and Hermione to kill pixies, because that actually helps, unlike on the monster book fight.
Yeah, here's where Ron and Hermione are actually useful in the game.
Actually helpful for once.
Yeah. Not doing something other than getting in your way or telling you where you need to go.
Pretty much. Okay, it's the last set of waves for me. And so far it's actually a pretty good pixie will. Nobody got stuck.
That's good.
Oh, there's one that's really close to the well.
Uh-oh.
I think Ron got him.
Alright, I'm on my third wave now.
Nice. One is really bad. Okay, there we go. That one was close to not getting out of there. The only good part is that the game actually auto-saves after each wave. So if you soft lock in a marathon, it's not the worst thing because you can just reload. But yeah, it's still annoying. I'm finally finished with the pixies.
You're finally free.
Yeah, the worst part is over. Now we have to fly. I would say the last stage of flying is actually hard. The first 4 you shouldn't mess up, but the last one you can only miss 3 ring on the last stage. And sometimes you just get dragged around by invisible collision and stuff like that, so it can be really annoying. But I think I failed like all the rings at least once.
Oh yeah, it's...
Doesn't matter which color.
Oh my god, no, don't go in the well.
No. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, nice. We don't want soft locks on this run.
No, thank you. Especially not this far into the run.
Yeah. That's right now like not really a route for the rings. So every runner has his or her own route kind of. Because it shouldn't matter as long as you get rings. And we skip the final cutscene by going to the menu because it still counts. You don't have to watch Hagrid giving him the card.
Oh, no soft lock.
Nice. And you are free as well.
And I'm free as well. This might actually be a gold split. No.
Oh, gold pixies. Crazy.
No, it's not going to be. Oh well.
As long as it's close, it's still a pretty good pixie fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops. I got really trolled by the collision there. But blue rings, I would actually say blue rings are one of these. Because there are just so many. You can easily miss a few. I might actually be short. I don't want to fail that. Nah, we should be good.
If you're gonna fail any rings in this game, Nixxo, at least fail the red ones.
Yeah, true. I actually fail the red ones quite often. I don't know why. I'm just not good at Flappy Bird.
3D Flappy Bird.
The 3D Flappy Bird, yep. Okay, we're exactly good. Nice. So, yellow rings, we can miss 5 out of all the rings that exist. And we actually have to miss 1 on purpose, because it's in like a spot you just can't reach. So we're not even trying, because we know we can't, so we're missing it on purpose.
No trouble at all, Harry.
I missed my first one.
Uh-oh.
Nah, it's yellow rings. Yellow rings are easy, right?
You say this now. No, yellow rings are... Yeah, they're pretty easy. It's the...
They're quite tricky. I've seen runner like on really good pace though take the wrong path at the end, because you can go left or right, and you're supposed to go right, I think. Are you? No, you're supposed to go left.
Yeah,
I've
left.
seen people go right. Oh no, you're supposed to go right. I'm not supposed to go. But it's pretty self-explanatory because of the rings, but yeah. And if you go left, you miss too many rings, and yeah, then you can actually fail. Thanks for the red rings, Ollie. I hope I don't fail them. Would be terrible. I'm still missing the 1 card from Carper. So I have to redo that.
Oh no.
Yep.
But you just need to get to the second room, right?
Yeah, but like you can't get out without completing it. At least you can skip cutscenes on the second playthrough.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I forgot I was doing yellow rings.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. This... Yeah, I'm gonna not risk
Go with
this
it.
and restart. I don't know how many I missed.
Oh,
I
no.
zoned out.
Yeah, that happens. Doing rings is kinda easy, so it happens really easy. I missed 1 on purpose. I actually have a route for red rings where I missed like 2 on purpose, and I have 1 backup ring. Because 2 are in like really inconvenient places.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. I'm not gonna activate the secret.
Run invalid.
It pixel away. I should be good on red rings. That was pretty okay. Okay, and now the real cleanup can begin. The fun part.
The fun part of the game.
Well,
And then
we
the
actually
funnest part of the game.
buy
Card
cards.
grinding. Are you ready for 5 minutes of card grinding, guys?
The part before it's actually fun though,
Mhm.
because we enter secrets, or portrait passwords to be precise. And most people have never seen those because nobody really runs this, as we said. Oh yeah, and we're
shameful.
supposed to fight peace here, by the way. But since we did the Fred and George skip right at the beginning, the gate did not go up, but it did go down, so we can leave the castle. And we don't have to fight him. He's there. I really hope I'm good on golden cakes. But we will find out soon, because we have to buy portrait passwords. Hermione, what are you doing? She just jumped down in a cutscene, like the whole staircase.
Bot movement in this game is hilarious.
Yeah. $115 golden cakes. Is that good? I don't know.
No, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
I have enough beans. I can just buy some.
Mhm.
But yeah, we ideally buy 7 portrait passwords now. And then we'll visit one of the portrait passwords. Those are pretty much like small mini secrets that you can only buy. And we visit one and get enough golden cakes to buy the last one. That's the idea route, at least. And all the lines are RNG at this point. Whatever Fred and George say is different every time. I mean, there's a preset of lines, obviously, but some are longer, some are shorter.
Yeah, and some of them are just excruciatingly long. Like, you have these really long pauses in between words. And then very rare, Harry. Very rare.
That's the worst one, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm actually good. I was able to buy 7 portraits, so it should be alright, I think. Yeah, I think I'm good. Maybe not.
You might
Maybe I
need
have to-
you might need like 1 or 2 more after you get the 7th one.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, whoops. Oh. There we go.
So that's the first portrait password for me right now, and we have 8 in total, and they're pretty awesome because as a child it was so hard to get enough golden cakes to actually get into them, so it was really rewarding.
That's what I like about completing childhood games 100%.
It's so easy as a speedrun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 3 golden cakes short, by the way, so that should be fine.
No, I don't want a pumpkin pasty. No.
You don't want it yet. You don't know, maybe you need some.
Stop pushing
That's
your
possible.
sales onto me.
Oh yeah, they're really good at selling stuff. Okay, and we're done with the portrait passwords. So from this point on, we don't need golden cakes. And for some reason, like even in the last portrait password that you can buy, you still find golden cakes, even though you have like literally no use for them anymore. And yeah, we can just jump down the whole staircase because fall damage is not a thing in this game. It's kind of like hard to do. You need to line up right and jump over the cutscene that brings you down, but it's not too bad. yeah, they're fun to pick up. They're still kind of useless. Every portrait passport also has a card in it. That's kind of the main reason why we do them. But they also have like cauldron cakes and pumpkin pastries. But yeah, the cauldron cakes we don't need. The pumpkin pastries we actually want. I'm not getting that one for some reason. Whatever. Oh, and we have the weird crabs in this portrait. For some reason they're like really bouncy. They're way worse than normal crabs.
Bouncy crabs. Okay, I've got 317 pumpkin pasties, and I'm just buying the last portrait password right now. I think that's okay.
Yeah,
that
seems
should definitely be okay.
I think I have like around the same amount. I think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna get the one card I skipped now. Yeah, probably the best idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have to replay Carper, but it's not that long this time because we just rush through it and we can actually skip cutscenes. And in case you didn't know where to start the challenges over and over again, it's here. Because usually nobody should ever go here in a speedrun, but hey, I miss stuff. Oops. Still don't get the first swing.
I always end up missing that staircase jump. Oh well.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's kind of precise. So the one secret I didn't trigger is the one on the other side, which is super easy to access, and it has a card. If it would not have had a card, I probably would not have gone for it, but hey, we can do other swings here now, though, that are awesome. This one is called Zolly Skip, by the way. Was kinda recently-ish discovered. Well, not discovered, but people started doing it recently.
Man, it's always had his name mentioned twice during the stream.
Yeah, he's probably happy. So yeah, I only need like 1 or 2 minutes to finish this, I assume. And then we're actually on the same pace again, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe you're probably ahead, right?
Did you get the dungeon cards?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, yeah, I'm just about to get the last one.
Yeah, then you're far ahead, because I am not even in first load. But hey, I can show off how the level is done in like better any percent with the fastest strats we know. Would also come. Just the swings are actually like pretty fun to watch, I think, in Carper.
Mm-hmm. It's honestly the
This
most impressive looking part of the game.
Yeah, for sure. And this time my Carper isn't terrible, so I redeemed myself. Kinda. Oh, what?
Okay, 43 cards.
Going into the merchant?
No, I just came out of the dungeons right now.
Oh yeah, okay. That makes more sense. I don't quite know how many cards he sells you, but I think
He
some
sells
at
you
like 68, right?
Yeah, he sells you 20 cards, but I think you can buy more from him. Like the if you miss the card in the library, I think he sells that to you.
Yeah, true. I think you can buy cards from him that are like in areas you can't revisit. Because I can do card break again, I just did it. And that wouldn't be possible with other areas though. Oh my god, that last swing. Do I get into the beam bonus room again? Okay, no I don't. Good. I wasn't actually sure. But hey, I'm good on cards now.
Hey. Back on relatively same pace.
Yeah, it's pretty much just RNG who wins. I need to go into the secret here. The beam bonus room was great, but not in a speedrun. Did you do the turn cast for the one gargoyle thing?
The turn cast?
Yeah, in first floor.
Oh yeah, yeah I did.
That's also a pretty interesting one. I think it's not even like around for that long.
I'm not sure who discovered it per se, but
yeah. I think it's the story of that's the story about Respert, who's like a really old school that game. I think he got mad in library because of the imps, and he was just like flinging his mouse around, and he randomly cast it at the dragon. I think that's how it was discovered, if I remember correctly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So we can thank him that he was angry at the game, which is understandable.
And we can skip the third floor because third floor is just defense against the dark arts. But we come up to the fourth floor to Bibble.
Bibble. Yeah, famous Bibble. Portrait passwords have like, sometimes they're hard to open. Harry says the password like 10 times and they still don't open.
I think capping your game at 60 FPS has something to do with the frequency at which you can actually open the doors, but I'm not too sure on that.
Yeah, it might be something like that. But sometimes if you have bad luck, you're running against one portrait for like 10 minutes, not that long, but like for a long time, and it doesn't open.
That's what happened at my NASA run. That's what made the game go like 30 minutes over estimate.
Oh no.
Tell me button, tell me button, tell me button, tell me button. It was hell in a handbasket, dude.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Hey, a first try Bibble.
Nice. Get those beans.
I might be short on beans actually.
Oh god. Please, no, Nixo.
I hope I can find like 100 more and then it should be possible. The secrets in the castle are kinda useless because they are just stepping into them real quick and leaving. Because there's nothing really that we're interested in. Did you get the one in the main entrance hall, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Because that's an easy one to forget. Okay, I'm good on pumpkin pastries, I think. We need 410, as we said in the beginning. That's like the only number I can memorize. I don't know why.
It's just 10 away from the special number.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Alright, I'm heading into card grinding right now.
Oh yeah, the fun part.
The best part of the game.
Okay, I need 2 more. I should get them on the last room. So yeah, we literally buy cards for like, how long? 2 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
And that's the reason why we have to grind all those beans and pumpkin pastries.
Yep, this is literally the only reason. It's just to buy 20 cards at the end of the game.
Yep. I'm heading there now as well. So now we kind of just wait. I guess we can use that time for some shoutouts to obviously the whole event and marathon.
Yeah.
Letting us be here, for having us.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. And congratulations on making over $2,000 for charity, because that's quite an accomplishment.
It's been an awesome marathon so far.
And it's not over. Oh, sorry.
It's not over, yeah.
It's not over, yeah.
And yeah, so sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. I've still no clue what happened, but we kind of fixed it.
It all turned out in the end. That's what matters.
Yeah.
It just also shouts out to a lot of people in the HP community as well for routing and finding out how many cotton cakes and pumpkin pasties we needed at the end of the game.
Yep.
Saving us a lot of headaches.
Oh yeah, for sure. When I started running this category, like we had a whole guide for what you collect in 100% and whatnot. And that definitely helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overall, thank you for all that made it possible, that marathon. For all the people that donated, of course, as well, and watched. It's been great fun so far.
I've got 7 more cards to get.
Yeah, I need a few more. Oh yeah, I need like 13.
Oh god.
Yeah, I just started. But at least I should be good on everything. Oh, maybe the final jump decides jumping down the staircase. Oh no, you spawn outside, right? After the beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just depends on whether or not we can collect the cards in the card bonus room fast enough.
Yeah, it's not too hard. Also, that guy's accent is the best thing. It's also a great meme. Not because it's like a bad accent or anything, but it's just fun. The way he sells you the cards.
To my North American ears, it sounds like a very stereotypical accent. Alright, that's all the cards. Off and off we go. Wait. Very rare, Harry. Very rare. It's Scottish.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm terrible at identifying accents. Obviously. Okay, I'm done with the one guy. Now we buy more from Fred and George.
I just got the last card. I'm off to the card bonus room.
Hey, the last beam bonus room in the run. You can enjoy it one last time. Ooh, I don't like my beans. I hope it's enough.
Oh no.
I think I might be like 10 short or something, but I
Oh,
should
no.
be able to get it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I am.
Alright, so time's coming up for me over here. I just need to
Okay.
run out of the castle.
I'm like 110 short.
No!
Because
No!
I bought quarter cakes.
Oh no.
I can get those. No panic. I got this. There's a chest here. That's like 10, right? Okay, that chest doesn't open. Great. Next
And
game.
time for me.
The one time I need your support game, you don't open.
So I
I don't
got
know to get everything.
a 142.07.
Hey, it's not too bad. GG's. I should finish in, like, within the estimate. Why did I go into here? Oh no. I thought there would be beans in here. I was mistaken. 100. Only 100 to go.
No.
It should be fine. I will get there at some point. Oh wait, they don't open anymore. That's scam. Okay, there are actually quite a few in here.
Which room are you in?
The 8th floor or 7th floor secret. I thought that like there would be a few, but they're not. Yes, the night I can't cast that. What the fuck? Game. I'm.
Well, thanks, Scooby.
No. Ah, no, it's fine, Cody. It's fine, Zolly. I've been in this situation before. Being short on something in Hando. We should be there soon. I probably am still underestimated. Why can I not open chests all of a sudden? This game is trolling me. The one time I want to open useless chests, I can't. For some reason.
Game, why?
Game please.
Harry Potter 3 in a nutshell.
Yep. Okay. Only a few to go. Oh, there should be some in Bibble, actually. Oh yeah, there are. Like 5. That's the real grind right now.
The bean grind.
The bean grind.
You don't appreciate.
People, I mean, I do appreciate it, but I apparently didn't collect enough beans. I mean, I did, but it just I had to.
Wait, how many do you
buy
need?
quarter kicks.
How many
200.
more? Oh, 200.
Yep.
You need 26 more.
21.
21.
Soon. I just show you guys awesome secrets right here. That, for example, I've never been in here myself, so I have no clue what's going on here.
Let's play
Oh, no.
percent.
3 more. There we go. We got it.
Nice.
Now I can finish.
We got it, guys.
We in there. Can never have enough beans. I mean, you can in that game.
How many beans have you got?
203. So even if I would not have bought the cotton cakes, I think I would have been short. But hey, best RNG. That's
Mhm.
something. I take that. Saves me a few things. And there's Harry. With the weirdest facial expression ever. And bean bonus for me, and then I'm done as well. Should still be underestimate? Question mark. maybe not.
We're at 148.45 right now.
Oh damn.
A little bit overestimate, but that's okay.
Wait, 48? Oh damn, yeah. Then I'm way over. Rip. But yeah, that was a terrible run for me. Like I had everything, missing stuff, technical issues.
Yeah, usually we don't miss things.
Yeah, usually we don't miss things. But hey, happens. Marathon, like, there we go. Time for me.
GG.
GG's. Nice
GG's.
win for you.
Ooh. What was your time?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't have
set my
splits
on
going.
the
Oh.
rage.
Oh, okay.
Like midway through the run, I just reset.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it for us here. Thanks once again to everyone at Midwinter SpeedSprinter. This is a lot of fun.
Thanks for having us.
And I'm not sure who's on next, but good luck to them. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome run.
For sure, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
thanks for the GGs, and sorry again for like the technical issues.
Who's up next?